Look at that. Is he beautiful or what?
Let me check this boy out. Yeah, you're right, man. He is beautiful. Thank God he looks like Anita.
What are you talking about? Look at that. It's my nose, my eyes.
No way, Jose. He's the spitting image of his mom.
Get out of here.
I'm afraid they are correct, Carlos. I can detect absolutely no evidence that you contributed a single gene to that child.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh my gosh, he's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. He looks just like Anita.
When are you gonna have one of those, Mrs. Karadzik?
Maybe when I make sergeant.
You'll be too old by then. Bobby. Good morning, Lieutenant.
Bo Green. Wasn't he working narcotics when you were there?
Yeah, we knocked down some doors together. Why, is he missing or what?
You might say that. He's working homicide. He's got a woman up at Broadway in Argyle.
Peppering Caballao?
Yeah, she's a Filipina. Someone told her 19-year-old son was murdered. She reported it. Bo took the call. No body, no evidence, no nothing. Just rumors. But the boy's still missing. Take a run up there.
You got it.
Sandowski, what you got going?
I still got 2 open, but I'm real close. The Williams case and that woman up in Albany Park, Bramson. A couple more hours on the phone, I should have them both closed.
Very good.
Copy, Lieutenant.
Who made it?
I did.
No, thanks. Connie,
Lieutenant, good morning.
run this one down, would you? 66-year-old guy went out for his constitutional last night and never came home. His housekeeper called it in.
Astor Street? Do I have time to get my hair done first?
Cute. This is big money time. If you think there's anything fishy, I want you to call me right away. Because if there is, the mayor's office and the TV cameras are going to be camped out on our front stairs by lunchtime.
Okay. Oh, you seen these?
Are you kidding? I seen them live and in person. Barbara and I are going to be his godparents.
Oh my gosh.
Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. It's amazing how much he looks like Anita.
Give me those.
Gotcha.
Carlos, this is McAuliffe, line 7.
My Mrs. McAuliffe?
Yeah, you're Mrs. McAuliffe. She's bringing by the proofs for the invitations for Carlito's baptism.
Good. Last time her dad did any praying for me, I had to go down there myself. She wouldn't even bring it home, much less here.
She likes me better. I'm nicer than you.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome to play. Was that Mozart?
I guess you could call it Mozart is slaughtered by Karadzik. You didn't have to do that, thank you.
Well, Mr. Hotchkiss would be very upset with me if I didn't serve tea to a guest.
Do you and your husband live here in the house with Mr. Hotchkiss?
No, we live in back in the coach house.
What time do you go back there?
We retire at 9.
So it's really possible that Mr. Hotchkiss went for his walk and went to bed and then got up early and left again.
Well, his bed wasn't slept in. It was still made, and his sweatsuit wasn't there.
Do you make his bed every morning?
Of course.
Wow, being rich must be great, huh? I'm sorry. Have you called any of his friends or looked in his appointment book?
Oh, Mr. Hotchkiss doesn't make any social engagements. He transacts all his business from his office upstairs. The only time he leaves the house is for his walks.
But wouldn't there be someone he might have to go, the doctor or to get a haircut or the dentist?
They all come here.
He's got a dentist that makes house calls?
Mr. Hotchkiss doesn't like to travel, not even by car.
No kidding. How come? Was he always like that or did something happen?
10 years ago, his company's private plane crashed.
Oh my God. He was supposed to be on it, right?
No, but everyone he loved was on it. His wife, both his boys, their wives, and his 3 grandchildren. They were on their way to join him at the house in Palm Beach.
Wow, I remember. I saw it on the news. I was like in high school or something. I remember, yeah.
He removed himself from everything. He sold his houses, his companies, moved in here. He didn't want to see his friends anymore. He didn't want their sympathy. And he didn't want to witness their happiness.
What's kept him going?
I don't know.
Can I have this?
Mrs. Caballero, Investigator Davidson, Chicago Police. How you doing?
You cops! You were here 2 whole days ago! I call, and you tell me I'm a crazy woman. I'm not a crazy woman! You don't listen to me. I told you what the gang boy said. You cops think I'm lying.
Ma'am, you reported a murder. A homicide investigator showed up, but there was no body, there was no eyewitness, there's no real proof of a murder.
And why should the gang boys come in here? Tell me my son was murdered or if he wasn't murdered. In this city, they kill boys for a car, a jacket, even a pair of shoes.
I understand that, ma'am, but just listen to me for a minute. Let me explain something to you. The officer who was here, he did believe you. That's why he turned it over to me. I'm from Missing Persons. You see, it's my job to find people who are missing. Now, if somebody I'm looking for turns up dead or murdered, then at that point, homicide gets involved. It's a homicide investigator's job to find and arrest killers. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, these gang boys who talked to you about your son, were they his homeboys or what?
Around here, they don't have a choice. They have to belong.
I understand. Was your son in any trouble, ma'am?
No. No trouble at all. Nothing ever with the police.
That's good. So, how long have you and Sammy been in this country?
3 years now. My husband was killed by the rebels. They burned our house. We come here with nothing. I started this restaurant. Sammy in his school. I want you to find him. Please find my son.
I will, ma'am. And hopefully alive.
That's right, Robert. It was me that beeped you. A Detective Green from Homicide has been trying to get in touch with you. He wants you to meet him in the basement of the building located at 1650 West Clyburn.
You guys got there?
A couple of joggers found this little guy wandering around the Bar Woods. Brought him in the 32 about a half hour ago. CO sent 4 cars out there to scour the area. Came up with nothing. Figure we better get him over here in case anyone call.
Well, it's a little funky, but he looks okay.
Hey, he was real tired. They seemed pretty happy before he fell asleep.
Well, who do we have here?
Well, they found him in that forest preserve off Devon up there near Sauganash.
Nobody's missed him yet. Just finished going through the lists. Not one tender age missing reported yet this morning. Your parents heavy sleepers with that? Mm-hmm. Sign off the papers with these guys, then call DCFS. Get them to send somebody over here with some clean clothes and diapers. Dan.
Yeah.
See him? Let's get a picture shot. Get a description out on the hotline. And call the burbs. Lincolnwood, Skokie, Niles.
Morton Grove, maybe even Park Ridge. See if they got a bulletin out on someone like this. They forgot to tell us.
Gotcha. He's the third one from the left in the back.
How are we supposed to ID anything from this?
Well, she said it's the only picture she had. I guess I have to get her down to the morgue. I am not looking forward to that.
I don't blame you. She is a total wacko.
Would you give the woman a break, Green? All right? She's been through a lot. She lost her home and her husband, and all because of somebody else's politics. She get all the way over here with all these hopes and dreams for her kid. Now look at him.
Hey, what's the big surprise? Narcotics been after this kid for months. It's been pushing drugs out of Chinatown for one of the gangs. Looks like one of the rival gangs got him before narcotics did. What they doing to you upstairs in Missing Persons? Turning you into one of those weeping hearts?
It's bleeding hearts, man.
Well, at least you agree with me.
Bo, the expression is bleeding hearts. It's not weeping hearts, it's bleeding hearts.
What's the difference? You're one of them. You happy up there? After narcotics, you gotta be having adrenaline withdrawal.
It's just different, man. I mean, I like the problem solving. I like the hours. At least I can make it to class on time.
That's right. I almost forgot. You're studying to be a professional bleeding heart. Well, who's your first client? I bet he needs a will done.
I'll call you when I get him ID'd, all right?
DCFS just called. They're way overbooked this morning. Said it'll be at least another hour before they can get anybody over here.
It's okay. It's okay. Hi. How you doing? Do you know what your name is, little guy? Do you know where you live? How about a phone number? Okay, don't talk to me.
I haven't looked into Children's Memorial for a full examination, but he seems to be healthy. No signs of abuse or anything like that. Now, I'd say he's very active. No signs of malnourishment at all. Oh, yeah, I guess he's somewhere between 22 and 26 months.
Haven't seen him.
Well, what do we have on the availability list for
You ever see the
foster care
lieutenant?
until we locate
No,
his
I see
family?
him all the time. Is Carlos around?
Ray?
Carlos.
Johnny?
Carlos.
Johnny.
Ray. Now it's your turn.
Cabe.
Huh? Gabe. Gabe?
No, I thought he said Cabe.
What kind of name is Cabe? Gabe. His name is Gabe. Your name is Gabe, right? Gabe?
No, Cabe.
Caleb. How you doing? There.
Do you know him?
No, but he is so cute.
Then how did you know his name?
Well, honey, he said it. Men don't know how to talk to little people, do they, Caleb? What's he doing here in Lost and Found?
Well, we found him, but nobody lost him. Chicago suburbs, nothing. Nobody's reported him missing.
Did he tell you his name yet? Yes, it's Caleb. And I'm Barbara McAuliffe. Hi, Jean Ogunleye, Department of Children and Family Services. Come on. Go, baby. Come on, little fella. You're coming with me.
You find a nice family nearby to hold him for us?
Well, the closest available family that could take a 2-year-old is in DeKalb.
That's ridiculous. That's a 2-hour drive.
2 hours? It's 2 hours each way. That means 4 hours every time we need an identification.
Look, guys, it's either that or shelter.
Oh, no way. Well, we don't know what's going to happen with him. We don't know who his parents are. We don't know if they're hurt or we don't know if they're dead. We don't know nothing. Now, he needs to be in a caring, loving home where if this does turn out bad, the people there can help him through this situation.
Carlos, I know my job.
I'm not getting at you personally, Jean. I'm just looking out for the kid, that's all.
Well, so am I. I'm just trying to do the best that I can.
Well, look, why doesn't he come home with me? I mean, he and Carlitos, they would be great buddies.
You're not a registered foster parent.
No, but I'm a registered youth officer.
Ray. We are.
What?
Registered foster parents. We'll take him.
I thought Dr. Steiner is Mr. Hotchkiss' regular doctor.
Yes, he is. But my deal when I signed on as Dr. Steinlaw's associate is that I get to talk to all the pretty ladies.
Well, I think I better talk to Dr. Steiner.
I'm very sorry, but he's been in Europe since he retired.
Have you ever even met Mr. Hotchkiss?
No. But Dr. Steinlaw's records are rather complete. What do you need to know?
Well, does he have any chronic conditions or degenerative disease? Anything that could have given him a reason to think about suicide or could have caused him to die suddenly?
No. And to use the medical term, he was healthy as a horse. You know, you are much too serious for such an attractive woman.
You're much too educated for such a chauvinist.
Okay, game's tied, 1-1.
Okay. I have a question that's right up your alley.
Okay.
Did Dr. Steiner ever treat Mr. Hotchkiss for any kind of sexually transmitted disease?
No. What do you need to know that for?
If I know that Hotchkiss is sexually active, it could lead to a different direction for me to look into.
No sexually transmitted diseases whatsoever.
Well, Dr. Bernard, since you don't really know Mr. Hotchkiss personally, I don't think I have any more questions for you.
But I have a question for you. Well, what do you know? I've got one of those too. So what? Everyone needs a few little, secrets?
I have a secret for you.
What?
I don't like you.
Mrs. Caballero, I'm sorry to have to ask you to come down, but we need a positive ID of the body.
In the Philippines, we see a lot of death. We have to harden ourselves to it.
I understand. It's right down the hall. How you doing, Pete?
Right. Thanks. Anything?
Nope. The only thing I got going is we found the manufacturer of the kids' pajamas. They're putting together a list of retail outlets in the area. We'll get them pictures as soon as we get the info. It's a long shot, but, you know.
Lab says kids' diapers hadn't been changed for 7 or 8 hours. In the condition of the pajama feet, you figure he could have walked 2-3 miles. The mile widths, 3-mile radius. You could be talking 20 square miles of residential area.
I can't believe nobody's called to find that kid.
I can't either.
It isn't that he doesn't want to be a part of the world anymore. He's just stepped back to watch without being seen.
Wow. So what you're telling me is that Mr. Hotchkiss gives away millions of dollars and the people getting it don't even know where they're getting it from?
Anonymity is his way of apologizing.
For what?
Outliving his family. It's painful to outlive your children. Even more painful to outlive your grandchildren.
Survivor guilt, right? I know about that. We have to deal with it pretty often at Missing Persons.
Yes, I imagine you would.
It's funny, you know, most of us think that being rich is about all it would take to be happy. What I'm getting from you, Mr. Perkins, is that you're not just Mr. Hotchkiss' lawyer, but you're also a pretty close friend. And I don't want to scare you or anything, but I'm getting the idea that suicide might be a possibility here.
No, it isn't.
Why not?
I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't even know why my wife gets mad at me sometimes. It's just that Mitchell's charity work is so important. I can't imagine him abandoning all those people who don't even know his name.
She's standing there looking at her dead son. You can't believe how much pain that lady was in, man.
Hey, type up your report, file it, then forget it. Belongs to homicide now. Next case. McAuliffe. Hold on.
Davison.
We got nothing, absolutely nothing. I can't believe it. I got guys out there all over the place with pictures. We're getting newspaper and television coverage. Nobody's ever seen this kid. It's like he fell out of the sky.
I'll be right there.
No hospitals, traffic, morgue, crimes, reports, calls.
Somebody threw the kid away. I mean, what's the big surprise? It happens all the time.
I don't believe that.
Me neither.
What you mean I've been had? So, who's Charlie Wong?
That's the body that poor grief-stricken mama ID'd as her son. We pull prints off the stuff, put them in a national computer. They ring bells and whistles from here to Washington, D.C.
Bo, she could have made an honest mistake, man. You know that happens under these conditions. You know that.
I knew you'd say that. We pulled Sammy Caballo's driver's license info. Don't you think his mama would have noticed that he shrunk 4 inches and gained 30 pounds?
Bo, why would she lie? Tell me that.
Ain't my problem no more. Sammy Caballo's been transformed from a dead drug dealer back to a missing person.
There was a farmer had a dog and Bingo was his name. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Careful what you say, Caleb. The cops are here.
Give you his name and address yet, or do I have to give him the third degree?
That's very funny. Come here, Caleb. Let's show Uncle Ray how smart you are. Let's show him where you live. Is this Caleb's house? This is Caleb's house. Caleb, does this look like Daddy?
He's better not be a cop.
Ray, honey, he could be a mailman, a milkman, airline pilot, Army, Navy.
Then why isn't he calling?
I don't know. But I'll tell you what I do know. Nobody takes this good care of a kid and then just leaves him in the woods. Look, his hair is groomed, ears are clean, even his little nails are clipped. The way his face lights up when you say Mommy and Daddy. This kid comes from a happy home.
Tell me something I don't already know. I can see that. I just hope his happy home still exists. I mean, I can't think of anything short of being dead that would keep me from reporting this kid missing if he was mine.
Oh, I'll get it.
Here's that.
You watch him, it's dinner.
What are you cooking?
That's for Caleb. I didn't have time to make us dinner. We're having pizza.
Come on, pal.
I don't have pizza.
Well, you can have some pizza later. We gotta talk. Women. Give him an inch, a foot. Okay, which one you want to play? No joint checking accounts. You hear that? Always remember her birthday.
Okay.
Okay? Don't leave shaving stubble in the basin. And always, always remember to put the seat back down. That's a big one. Okay, your turn.
Good morning.
Morning.
Lieutenant, did you see my end of watch report from last night on the Hotchkiss case?
Yep.
I feel like I'm at a dead end, you know? What am I missing?
Filed activity requests on his credit cards and bank accounts? Hospitals, clinics, ambulance services, private and fire department?
I checked them all, so.
On the hospitals and clinics, did you check both admitting and emergency? Sometimes they don't exchange information.
I did that too.
Okay. When you took his medicals and dentals into the morgue, did you hang out and watch, make sure they're put into the computer?
I didn't actually go there. I sent it in her office.
Connie, if you don't go down there and stand over
I got it. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
32 says they're giving us every spare blue and white they got. I told them to scour Sauganash in a radiating pattern from LaBaugh Woods out. Cover all the commercial areas with photos of the kid. Do the same in the residential areas.
You made sure they understand we got the kid it's the parents we're after.
You know, sometimes you remind me of that teacher we all had. You know, the one everybody hated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you always studied hardest for his tests, didn't you?
That's right.
Give me part of your paper, man. You can't read the whole thing at one time anyway.
What part you want? The help wanted section, man?
No. Smart guy. Business and finance. Where you been, my man? Missed you. You're always my most regular paycheck.
I don't work dope no more, man.
What are you paying me for? That's all I know about, man.
Sammy Caballao.
I wish I know. You're like winning the lottery. Ripped off his bosses. big. 10 kilos of weight.
I know they're looking for him, man, but they ain't got you helping him, though, do they? Somebody's got to know where he's at, man.
Yeah, maybe. But even if one of his homies knew where he's at, they ain't gonna be giving him up easy.
If it was easy, I'd do it myself now, wouldn't I?
I'll be in touch.
He did what? I never liked that face anyway. I know your mother gave it to us. Honey, he's a boy. You're not used to having boys in the house. I'll buy you another one.
A guy at a hardware store over on Peterson Avenue just made a positive ID on the kid's picture. I'm gonna shoot over there and talk to him myself.
Oh, I hope this one's for real.
Oh, it's for real. The guy even remembered that the kid's name was Caleb.
Thanks, you guys.
Connor, what are you doing here?
Paperwork, you?
I solved 2 cases yesterday, and this is my reward. The lieutenant put me on morgue detail.
I thought identifying bodies was Johnson's permanent gig.
It is, but he had to go to some kind of ghoul convention or something.
Well, I hope he's not gone long enough that I get stuck down here. I mean, this is exactly the kind of place Lieutenant would like to bury me. Pardon my pun.
I wish he would. I could use the help. I got John Doe's piling up down here and only found names for 3 of them.
Ugh, lucky you.
You want to help?
Not on your life. Thanks, though. Have fun.
Hey, Sadowski. Got another one for you here. Ran Prince and Dentals on this one. Nothing came up. Ain't been autopsied yet, but it looks like natural causes.
Ugh. You're a very funny man. What happened to his face?
He died on it. All the body fluid settled to the lowest point, swells the tissue.
Got it. More than I need to know.
They found him face down in the parking lot near Oak and State. Been there 36 hours or more. People thought he was sleepwalking off when they realized he was dead. Picked him clean. The only things that left him were over on that table.
I bet you the only reason nobody took his head is they were afraid somebody'd recognize it as this guy's.
You're probably right.
I'll show it around. Maybe I can find somebody who knew him. What time's the autopsy?
Half hour?
Fax me everything as soon as you get it.
Okay.
Any man with the guts to wear this hat deserves to have a name. Don't you think?
She's a little tiny thing. Cute, polite, friendly. She was wearing a little sundress, and little Caleb had shorts and a bib top and a hat. It was hot. I remember she said it was almost as hot as it was back home.
It sounds like you had a long conversation with her.
Always like to pay special attention to the new customers. That's how you keep a business open for 30 years.
So she told you she just moved into the neighborhood?
She didn't have to tell me. She bought 24 light bulbs, shelving paper, a couple of toilet paper holders, a hammer, a screwdriver, a flashlight. All the things people buy when they're moving in.
She didn't happen to pay with a credit card or a check, did she?
Paid cash.
With all the crime in the streets, you policemen are wasting my tax dollars trying to find the name of some dead bum. Those people come in my store, I turn my back, they steal something. Who cares what their name is? They should all be locked up.
This guy ever steal from you?
I don't know. Who cares? He's dead. I'm not gonna cry about it.
Thanks very much for your time. Excuse me. Excuse me. You ever see a guy around here wearing this hat? A big heavy-set guy, 60, 65 years old.
Don't think
No?
so.
Okay.
Don't
Thank
believe I do. You're welcome.
Nice scenery around here, huh?
Missing persons, Manaher. Yes, he is. May I tell him who's calling? Robert, call for you, line 3.
Who is it?
He rather enthusiastically refused to give me his name.
It's cool. I know who it is. Thanks, man. I'll get back to you. Yeah, Davidson. Yo, what's up, man? You got something for me or what? Go ahead. Right. Hold up, man. This is his mother's address. I already been there. Listen, if your source is right, I owe you, all right? But if you're making a fool out of me, you're gonna be wishing you hadn't, okay?
All right.
Hey, that's really good.
That's Bert's hat.
You know this guy?
Well, that's him right there.
Is he a friend of yours?
Bert's a friend of everybody's.
Do you know his last name?
Mind answering my question first? Where did you get Bert's hat?
Officer Sandowski, Chicago Police, Missing Persons. I'm sorry, but your friend passed away.
That's terrible. He was such a nice man. You know, when he was playing his music, if anyone walked by and looked hungry, he'd reach into that hat and give them some money. A lot of people are going to miss him.
We're trying to identify him so we can notify any family he might have. Do you know his last name?
You know, I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but I don't. I must have talked to him a million times, but I never thought even to ask him. I guess the only reason I knew his first name was Bert was from hearing everyone else call him that.
What about where he lived? He ever mentioned that?
No. But I don't think he was homeless. He was always clean, shabby, but clean.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Can you think of anybody who might know more about him?
You know what? There's, you know that orphan placement center over on...
Chicago and Dearborn?
Right. The social workers there knew him. They always brought the kids to see him.
Thank you. You've been very helpful. Listen, you think you could do my picture sometime?
Sure.
Be a good present for my mom, don't you think? See you later.
Ray, I think I got it. Yeah. There's only 3 houses closed escrow in this neighborhood in the last month. And according to my source, only one of them was to a couple from out of state.
Give me the address. I'll meet you there.
Need me if you need me. Gotcha.
Police? Anybody home? Police?
Hello? Can I help you, gentlemen?
Oh, that'd be real nice. I'd appreciate that. I'm Lieutenant McAuliffe, Chicago Police Department, Missing Persons. Have you met your new neighbors yet, the Davies?
Missing persons? Is something wrong?
Oh, we sure hope not. But we'd like to talk to Mr. or Mrs. Davies. Have you seen them in the last 2 days?
I saw the husband leave. Well, I think it was the day before yesterday. He was wearing his uniform, so he must have been going someplace.
Uniform?
Mm-hmm. You know, he's an airline pilot. That's why they moved up here. His wife told me he got a great job with the airlines.
Right? Back door's open.
Oh, you know, that house is exactly like mine. Would you like me to come around and show you? I could tell you where everything is.
Oh, no, thanks. That's okay. I appreciate the offer. If you just go back inside, I promise I'll let you know what's going on.
Police, anybody in there?
7700.
Go ahead, 3942.
3757 West Bosworth. There's 2 of us here. We're about to enter. You have a car in the area? Wouldn't mind knowing his backup on the way.
There's a patrol car within 2 minutes of your location.
Hello?
Carlos, let's not scare anybody.
Police, anybody in here? There's the stuff she bought from the hardware guy 3 days ago.
Never even unpacked it. Huh.
Police, anybody here? I'll go check upstairs. Police, anybody here? Hello? That's it?
Let's take a look in the basement.
Hold on. I'll get a flashlight. I'm psychic. Police! Police!
Oh my God. You all right?
Hey! Are you all right?
I suppose she's still alive.
Let's get this thing off of her.
Police! Down here! Get an ambulance. We got a woman in pretty bad shape here. No, hold it. You got a car, Jack? Yeah. Bring it down here. Get it.
Hi. Can I help you?
Sandowski, Missing Persons.
In the 4 years that I've been working here, he's never missed a night. 8:30, there he was. He'd play music for the kids, tuck them in at night, help them with their homework, and then he'd stay and have dinner with whoever was on shift. Oh, you know what he did? Every night, he would take this hat and dump all the money out on the table, count it, and half of it, no matter how much, he would give to the center.
Did he ever mention any family, friends, where he lived?
Oh, no. It was impossible to get Bert to talk about himself. He would talk about books, music, stuff in the news. He was incredibly well-read. I mean, this was not someone you wanted to play Trivial Pursuit with.
Did he get close to any of the kids that maybe I could talk to?
This is a placement center. Our kids are only ever here 2 or 3 days. That was something that was amazing about him. He treated every single one of them like he'd known them their whole lives.
You got any thoughts about how a guy like that ends up on the street?
Ever met a social worker without a theory? We all kind of think we're direct descendants of Sigmund Freud, you know. We have lots, but one that seems to stick is that Bert was a guy who was so beaten up by the world that he decided to drift. Give up swimming and float wherever life would take him. You're supposed to stop me about now, aren't you? Just the facts, ma'am, just the facts.
You're making my job harder rather than easier, you know.
I'm sorry.
No, it's just that when you're doing dead body identification, the last thing in the world you want is to start liking the guy. Can I use your phone?
Mrs. Caballero.
I've been trying to call you. They won't let me take Sammy's body. I made funeral arrangement. We have family traveling here. What do I tell them?
I was told Sammy was already here.
Here? What are you talking about? They told you Sammy's body's here?
Yeah, they did. Are you sure he's not here? Sammy! 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 Are you sure he's not here, man? Sammy! Sammy! Have you seen Sammy? Sammy! Where are you, Sammy?
Where do you think you're going? You're gonna come in here? You have search warrant?
As a matter of fact, I do, ma'am.
Magtago ka na!
Police!
Sammy! I'm sorry I have to lie to you. Sammy's all I got. And if they're going to kill him, he's my son. No matter what is done, I have to protect him. Your mother will do that to you. Your mother will do that now.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I didn't have much else to do, so I thought I'd help you out on your case.
What do you mean, my case?
You're a street musician.
Bert?
His name's Mitchell Hotchkiss.
That's your case.
Mm-hmm. They're the same guy.
You're kidding.
Mr. Hotchkiss' dental records and your John Doe's teeth are a perfect match. You wouldn't believe what an amazing guy he was.
You don't know the half of it.
Hey, Bob, you're unbelievable, man. Get transferred to the only non-criminal division there is. You still make more arrests than half the guys in narcotics.
Believe it or not, Bo, I actually like putting families back together more than breaking them apart, man.
Yo, Bobby.
Hey, what's up, John? What's up, man? Hey, man.
Oh, what's up?
Talk to that lawyer yet?
Yeah, you know, when I told him about the placement center where your guy, what was his name?
Bert.
Where Bert hung out, he got really quiet for a minute and finally told me that that was one of the places that Mr. Hotchkiss anonymously donated millions of dollars to over the years.
You know, just when you start feeling like you really know how to work a case, you realize you don't know squat. I had no idea that guy was anything but a bum.
I know.
A bum who maybe wanted to make some people happy, but a bum.
I know. I made them check his dental records 6 times. I couldn't believe that anyone that lived in this incredible house could end up a John Doe in the city morgue.
You know what's funny, Connie? You and I have gotten to know this guy better after he was dead than anybody who knew him while he was alive.
And what did the social worker say when you told her who Bert was?
I haven't told her yet. I thought I'd tell her tonight over dinner.
Haven't heard about this one yet, have I?
Nothing to tell you yet.
So you won't mind if I go to dinner with you then, will you?
I don't think so.
I didn't think you'd think so. You know this man is very quickly becoming my hero. So where you going to dinner, man?
I'm not telling you, man.
Lieutenant McAuliffe, this is Chet Davies.
Nice to meet you. Where did they have you fly back in from?
Omaha. Where's Mary Lou? Is she all right? And Caleb, where's Caleb?
Caleb will be here any second. Your wife's doing fine. She's bruised up pretty bad. Nothing's broken. But she needed to be warmed up a little.
What happened?
Oh, you don't know. Our cabinet fell on her, and she was pinned to the cold concrete floor in the basement. I mean, when that happens, it can suck the warmth right out of your body. I mean, when we found her, she was fairly seriously hypothermic. But she's going to be all right.
Can I see her?
Oh, sure, of course. I'll have someone show you right in.
How are you doing, Caleb?
Could you take them into Mrs. Davies?
Right over here.
Come on, let's get out of here.
You don't want to say goodbye first?
It always feels like we're asking him to say thank you.
And you guys already got your thank you, didn't you?
What do you mean?
I saw your guys' faces. You know what I mean. Come on. Anita's invited us all over to your house for dinner.
Oh, well, I hope she picked up Carlito's pictures. You know, I took in 3 more rolls yesterday.
Carlos, you must have taken 100 shots of that baby by now. You're gonna keep taking them till you get one that looks like you?